As a nomad, I find that I have a hard time getting to a new place and developing a routine, and also prioritizing myself, and also finding the joy every day. It's almost like it takes me a while to relax into the place, to get used to where I'm at, to get used to what I'm doing, to get used to the new projects and the new people and the new things. And yeah, I struggle with the day to day. And one thing that's been pretty consistent for the last couple years, but for sure the last year, is making sure every morning I journal, which I haven't been very good at doing lately, and doing some movement, whether that's yoga or going for a walk, taking care of my business, bookkeeping, and applying for things, applying for opportunities, sending those emails, and and then making these videos, making reels for Instagram. So I've talked about this, before, where I have like my non-negotiables, but I find when I'm in a new place, it's easy to let those non-negotiables kind of slide to the back burner. And I'm really trying to hone in on what that is and why it feels easy to let those go when they're such an important part of my life and part of my day, because I know I need movement and exercise every single day. It clears my head, it makes my body feel good, and it gets me out in nature. And especially the past few places I've been, Bali, here, I mean, you can find nature easily. It's in abundance, and it's beautiful, and it's relaxing, and yeah, it helps. Not only the exercise, but the nature itself just helps with mental clarity and focus and nervous system, reset. And for whatever reason, anytime I'm in a new place, it just takes me a while to get on the routine, on the bandwagon. And I think in Bali, it was a lot easier for me. I just spent 3 months in Bali, and probably the last month of being in Bali, I was in a good routine. I woke up essentially at the same time every day. I went to bed around the same time every day. I did my YouTube videos around the same time every day, uploaded them. Again, journaling, coffee, yoga, all that stuff. I had a good schedule. And I've been back home, kind of back home. I've been in the States now for about 3 weeks, and I've noticed that I just can't get into a routine. And granted, I was not home. I was in California visiting family for the first week. And then the next week I was, unpacking all my stuff and getting everything repacked and ready to go to Missoula, which is where I'm at now, and in Montana. And I think what's really throwing me off, and I'm not trying to blame anything else but myself, but I really think the daytime hours are really messing me up, because there's so much daylight in the summertime. We have, the sun comes up around 5, 6 a.m. and then it doesn't go down until about 10:30 p.m. And it's almost like my brain is thinking, oh, well, we have plenty of time. So it's almost sending this signal to me saying, oh, I can just procrastinate another hour, because I have all these extra hours in the day to finish stuff, and the sun won't go down. I won't be trying to film in the dark, for example. There was times in Bali where I missed my normal filming time, and so I'd be filming like at night out on my deck, and I just made it happen and it all worked out. But I think now that I have all this extra daylight, it's bringing out the procrastinator in me. And it's also, for whatever reason, making it super hard for me to motivate. And I think, again, it's because I'm like, oh, there's so much time in the day. I have so much time to get everything done that I can just sleep in a little longer, or I can take an extra hour to drink coffee, and then I go to pick up my journal and I'm like, oh crap, I was supposed to meet so-and-so in 15 minutes. And so I ran out of time to journal, and then I'm trying to reconnect with people and create community here, which is interesting as well because I have community here. Like, I have friends and people I grew up with in high school and college, and yet finding time to meet up with them has been challenging. And I get it, like a lot of them have families and they have careers and they have busy schedules. So that's another thing, trying to build a routine around other people's schedules and other people's lives is difficult, because it would be lovely to have a lunch date every Tuesday with so-and-so, but for them, every Tuesday is different because of kids or because of their jobs or whatever. And I'm really feeling it. I'm really feeling this disconnect. Disconnected from my own personal routines, disconnected from just my daily habits and my daily well-being and my daily non-negotiables. It's like some days I hit all of them, and then some days I hit 2. And then just thinking again, where did the time go? I had all this time to get all this stuff done. Where did the time go? How did I not get to everything I'm meant to be doing? And I also think too, putting the pressure on myself to get it all done. I've like hit the ground running since I got here. I haven't given myself time to readjust, recollect my thoughts, rest. So yeah, of course I can't get into routine because my mind's like, go, go, go. We got to get all this stuff done. And it's causing this backlog of insanity to enter my brain. And yeah, it just feels discombobulating. And I wonder if anyone else has that, if you struggle with this when you're traveling, if you're someone who travels for work or travels pretty often or is a digital nomad or just traveling more, or when you're in one place for like several months and then you're on to the next place, which has kind of been my life for the past few years. I wonder, what are your tips and tricks to get back into a routine? Or do you just have a routine that no matter where you're at, like you do not stray from it? It's up at 6 a.m., gym by 6:30, coffee at 7:30. Like, do you have a super rigid schedule? I'm very interested to know. Leave a comment if you're able to keep your schedule wherever you are, wherever you go, or if it takes some time for you to adjust. So that's my story for today. I hope you're having a good one.